Hey everybody, I just got back from my last day at Office Max. And by just got back, I mean I drove home, I drove to the gas station, put $12 in my gas tank, so I didn't fill it up. I got like a quarter of one tank full. And came inside, took my coat off. I still have my shoes on. That's how recently I've just gotten home. Ate a chocolate that Mary gave to me. Well, Mary gave me a little box of chocolates for Christmas. So, I have a few things to say. First of all, that I'm really, really sad about leaving Office Max. I'm going to miss everybody there. So to all of my fellow employees and my managers, all of whom I love in some way or another, even Kevin, even though you're a whiny brat, I'm going to miss you all a lot. And I'll be back to visit, but I know it won't be the same. To all of the shoppers, there's a couple of you that I'm going to miss, and for the rest of you, so long, suckers! I had an encounter with a group of the rudest people I've ever met in my entire career. Maybe not ever, but they're definitely up there. There was a man in today. Well, first of all, he called us, I don't know, I want to say about noonish, maybe 1, demanding that we find some Christmas envelopes for him and set some aside. Then he called about an hour later and asked where we were. My manager dealt with the first phone call. I picked up the phone the second time, and I didn't realize it was the same person. He just wanted to know where our store was. So I gave him some vague directions that I give to everybody because they make sense to normal people. Exactly. That's not my point, really, but yeah. He gets to the store. This guy walks in, about 50-ish, a little heavy. Who's Megan? Hey, hi, how can I help you? Trying to figure out who this person was and why he might know my name. Thinking, I have a chance to make a positive impact on somebody during the Christmas rush where everybody's cranky and mean and horrible. Loudly, loud enough so that the entire store can hear. You should not be allowed to give directions. I was hoping that I kind of looked at him in an unimpressed manner, kind of like, but what I'm guessing was my expression was probably more like, and I said, was there a problem? And he gave me this big old long spiel. You told me you were across the street from Walmart, doing this impression of me that was over-exaggerated and horrible. I'm not kidding. This guy was crazy. The way that he was speaking and carrying himself was like someone with mental problems. He said, you're holding something for me, and he gave me his name. It was Chris something. And I was like, okay, what is it? And he stared at me like I was the dumbest person on the face of the fucking planet. I'm serious. He just stared at me. You don't even know. Oh, this is stupid. And I was like, I'm sorry. And he pointed. He's like, what's those envelopes? There were some envelopes sitting behind me that had been set aside for some customer who called 4 hours earlier. I took them from behind and I started ringing them. He said, now, what do you think you're doing? Young lady, stop. And I was like, okay. So I stopped. And I said, what's the problem? I'm not buying all of those. Okay then, I let him pick out the ones that he wanted, and now I was smooth, and I said, those are buy one, get one free. Oh, are they? Really? And I was like, yeah, really, they are. I don't know, he was nasty. And then when he left, he was like, so, where are you from now on? Where's your store? On 291, south of Walmart. He said, very good, and then he told me how I redeemed myself by telling him about the deal, like he was, high and mighty and better than me because he came in and degraded me and condescended upon me and yelled. I just hope this guy's not like this all the time, because if he is, he's either, 1, gonna just lead a really long, miserable, lonely life, or 2, he's gonna catch me on a horrible day and I'll punch him in the face. I was actually in a really good mood today, but I was this close. I was very, very angry. And on my last day, I was like, if I punch this guy now, it won't hurt my job. But I didn't. Instead, I chose to be a kind, courteous, good server instead of being the horrible, nasty Scrooge that he was. But yeah, that's my work story for today. Happy Friday, everybody. Aren't you all just having a wonderful week? I said a very long, very sad goodbye to my coworkers today. And that's basically the end of my rant. You all have a Merry Christmas. And I probably won't be seeing you again until a week, which you'll probably be grateful that I'll just shut the hell up for. Have a nice day, or a nice night, or a nice whatever you're having. Happy holidays to your religion your practice, your non-religion, since I've been told by a very adamant, very rude person that atheism is not a religion. Atheism is a religion. And I will see you all later. Toodles!